This is clearly a parody and not intended for kids. Viewer discretion advised. Story Time with Tom Foolery presents Tina's Tip Jar, written by Jen Jenivive. Tina owned a restaurant. Her food was so yummy. Everyone left happy, with food in their tummies. But as they paid their bills, Tina would shout, "Please put your tip in my jar on your way out." Her jar was always filled to the brim. Tom gave her a tip. So did Simon and Jim. One night, a lady asked for the bill. Tina said, "Please put your tip in my jar, Jill." "I'm sorry, Tina, I don't have a big tip," said Jill with reluctance. "I can offer you this, though. It's my tuppence." Tina wasn't sure if the tuppence was pure. "Is this even legal tender? Sorry, I don't mean to offend ya." Jill quipped, "My tuppence might be old and have a scent, but trust me, it can still be spent." Reluctantly, Tina took the tip and carried on serving chips and dips. Another table finished their meal. The man said, "Your taco was unreal." Tina smiled. "Thank you, kind sir. Now, what about dessert?" "No dessert for me. I'm so full, I might explode. I should probably hit the road." Tina said, "Not too fast. Pay your bill. Come here to the till." The man paid his bill in a snap. "I have a big tip. I hope you can take that." Tina looked down at the man's hands, eyes wide. She couldn't understand how a tip that big will fit in her jar. Surely that will leave a mark. "That's small change for me, lass. Come home with me and I'll show you some real brass." Although tempted, Tina declined. The man left his big tip and said, "Goodbye." On to the last table of the night. An old man that looked all right. His bill was small, to say the least. He really didn't have a feast. He paid his bill and remembered his tip, and searched around in his pockets. "Here, Tina, have some shillings." "I don't know if I can take that," Tina replied, unwilling. Tina saw the coins and had a look. "I think this man might be a crook." The man reassured Tina, "It's okay. It can go in your jar. You can spend it, although it won't go far." The tip was beat up and crusty. It smelt a bit old and musty. "I'm sorry, sir. I can't take this. I have my standards that I can't dismiss." The man left with his head down. "I'm a joke. I feel like a clown." Tina's tip jar was overflowing and hefty. "I must be good. My tip jar is never empty." Tina closed up her restaurant and took a seat. She emptied her jar and her tips had increased. The Just the Tip end. Pop that champagne. Use those tips to make it rain. Tina's Tip Jar, written by Jen Jenivive, narrated by Tom Foolery. A very special thank you to Jen Jenivive for sending us her latest release. Plenty more coming soon from her. Check out her previous books that we have narrated. Link is at the end of the vidwa. You can also follow Jen Jenivive on social medias. Information should be on your screens now. Speaking of tips, did you hear about the constipated mathematician? He worked it out with a pencil. Gross. Why did the baker have brown hands? Because he needed a poo. Ugh. Let us know in the comments section if you are a big tipper, or if you have a purple penis because you're a tight-fisted wanker. Finger the links on screen. More story time coming soon. See you next Tips Day.